Hermanas, welcome back to another episode of the Hermana Hour with me, your older sister Olivia. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you so much for even clicking on this video. How have you been doing? How's life been? I haven't asked you in like a month. What's been going on? What have you been up to? What has life thrown your way? Life has been pretty crazy for me lately. I feel like I keep getting a lot of curveballs. I keep getting a lot of good things thrown my way. A lot of experiences. I feel like I've gotten a lot of new experiences in this past month. So let me know how you've been. I missed talking to you guys one on one. So let me know how you've been. It is Pride Month, so happy Pride Month if you are a fellow LGBTQ plus member, and if you are homophobic and hidden in the closet, some DL shit. Happy Pride Month to you too, bitch. This is your month. It's okay. I know you be running that grinder up. But regardless, happy Pride Month to anyone and everyone if you celebrate. No, I love you so much. I care for you. If you ever need anybody to talk to about anything, I'm here. Or I am also gonna put a couple of links down below, just regardless of what you are needing. I'm gonna put a couple LGBTQ links, a couple mental health, and a couple local links just for anybody that is feeling like they need a little bit of extra help right now. So with it being Pride Month, I kind of wanted it to be an episode where we talk about becoming yourself or learning to love yourself. This is actually the second time I'm recording this video, so I'm in my pajamas. I don't know if you noticed. This is literally like my favorite shirt. It's like call it my Kurt Cobain shirt. It's just very like, I love stripes. I like stripes. It's just very comfy, flowy, you know? So it's just one of my pajama shirts. Please don't judge it. But yeah, I really just wanted to talk about like learning to love yourself, what it means to kind of become yourself, or like becoming the next version of yourself, and like what that means for not only you but sometimes also like your family or friends, like kind of like pros and cons going into that. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into that topic. So the first thing I want to talk about is the myth of like having yourself figured out by a certain age, or like needing to have everything planned out, and just kind of sometimes overstressing yourself with the future. I was always somebody that like, I need to plan out everything, like I need to know what I'm doing tomorrow. I've always had really high expectations for myself, and I found that I was really letting myself down, or people were actually letting me down because I was setting those expectations for them as well, when in reality not everybody has the same work ethic, not everybody has the same demeanor about certain topics, you know? So I think one of my biggest things like becoming an adult, I guess, is just learning that not everybody has everything figured out. Like, I guess being a kid, they make it seem like as soon as you turn to an adult, like you're supposed to have everything, like college, your job, marriage, kids, you know, it's all of these different things, but it looks different from everybody. It looks different for everybody, and it looks different from everybody. Not everybody wants that. Not everybody's plan is to do like the societal walk of life, I guess, is like a really good way to put it. And so just if you're not somebody that does things normally, or you tend to stray away from societal norms, just know that that's okay too. It's not wrong for you to want to do things your way, or for you to want to experience things in a different light, because not everybody wants the same things. Like I said, not everybody wants to experience the same things. Not everybody's going to. And I think it's really cool whenever people are actually able to express themselves, and when they know themselves. That's like, it's so attractive, and not even in like a partner way, but it's just attractive in like general, like somebody that's confident in knowing themselves, knowing what they want, knowing how they want to do things. Like, that's somebody that you want to be around. That is somebody that you should be surrounding yourself. Those are the type of people that are not only going to uplift you, but they're going to help raise your vibration. They're going to make you want to do better as a person. And those are the main friends that we should be striving for. A lot of times, you know, we kind of do keep these friends that kind of make us feel bad, or that sometimes we even feel bad for. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like being a charity case friend, or just I don't know, tolerating things that we shouldn't. And I think it's okay to not want those things for yourself, especially in like within friendships, and the more that you develop as a person, it's okay to not vibrate at the same level as those people anymore. And we'll get into that a little bit later. The second thing I want to talk about is the versions of you that you've outgrown. It's really important for you to acknowledge them and to kind of thank them in a way, because if we didn't have these certain experiences and these certain walks of life, we wouldn't be where we are now. We wouldn't have the appreciation for life that we do. We wouldn't have like particular mindsets. You know, sometimes unfortunately traumas do shape people, and some people shape better than others. Some people tend to fall into specific ways, and I think it really depends on what happened to you and how you choose to handle it. Not everybody is meant to handle those things, and that's okay. You know, not everybody's different. Everybody's walk of life is different, but I think it's really just important to acknowledge your past self and to appreciate them and appreciate it, and just say thank you, and you know, acknowledge it did get you to where you are, and you wouldn't be where you were without those, you know, maybe low income, low in education, maybe you were really insecure, maybe you weren't thinking that high of yourself, you were really depressed. Those stages of life got you through it. You know, you got through it, you're still alive, you're still here, and you got yourself through it. And if you did have help, that's amazing. That's great. I'm so proud of you for even acknowledging and reaching out for help. But so many of us don't. So many people just don't reach out until it's too late, or we feel like we need to struggle and like a certain extent before we can even reach help. And it's not okay, you know, but like that's a trauma response. But it's okay to acknowledge that, hey, I do need help, and maybe it is okay to get help every now and then, you know, and I see and I acknowledge you. Just know that I hear you. I see you out there. But jumping back into that, your interests are going to change. Your friend groups are going to change. The way that you talk, your ideas, your personal style changes. You develop as you go, especially if you're trying to find yourself and you're somebody that's been sheltered, you weren't allowed to dress a certain way, or you were limited in the way you were allowed to dress due to financial or even parental restrictions. You just throw whatever way you want now, you know? My mom would always make me wear a lot of color growing up, and I always wanted to wear black, funnily enough, and now guess what? I wear a lot of black. I kind of throw some color in there, like this is color for me. It's literally black, or not black, it's like a dark blue and gray. So, but you know, just being able to like actually express yourself and acknowledge who you are as an adult, as a teenager, wherever you are in your walk of life is really important. And it's okay to establish that, you know. It's never too late to find your identity. It's okay to talk to yourself, to become comfortable with yourself, because that's all you have at the end of the day. You're all you got, you know? It's at the end of the day, when you lay your head down, it's you and the pillow. Unless you get to sleep with a partner, then good for you, but just you know what I'm saying. You know the message I'm trying to message I'm trying to give. I just think that it's really important to give yourself as much care and love as you give to others, you know, because it's not fair. It's not fair to yourself, and it's not fair to the people in the relationship you're with to not care about yourself, because then you're having to do more work, they're having to do more work. It's not fair to anybody involved. So just make sure that you're also taking care of yourself. That's my biggest. You're going to hear me say that 1,000 bazillion gazillion times this entire podcast. Take care of yourself, love yourself. That's the most important message I can probably say. Another pinpoint in becoming yourself or loving yourself is kind of getting away from people pleasing, or if you are a people pleaser, how to like stop auditioning yourself to people. People that really care about you or that are really interested in you don't need you to put on a performance for them. They don't need you to act. They don't need you to do up this whole thing for them. They're going to genuinely find you interesting. Stop changing your personality for people. Like, if you're interested in someone and they're, you notice their aesthetic's a little bit different than yours, don't completely change yourself for them, because they might like you because you have that certain aesthetic. You never know, opposites attract. Opposites always attract. So just give yourself a chance before you immediately start trying to change yourself for others, because like I said, you don't know what that other person you don't know what that other person likes. So stop being so judgmental of yourself, and don't hide your interests just because you think they're cringe at the moment, or if you think that they might think they're cringe. Hey, that's you. You're kind of belittling, not even kind of, you are completely belittling yourself and putting yourself down for someone else when you shouldn't be, or when you don't need to. Because like I said, if they really like you and if they truly want you for you, they're gonna like all of your interests, they're gonna like what you're interested in, and they're gonna uplift you completely. And they're gonna find it completely attractive, whatever you're interested in, especially if you're passionate about it. If it's something that you're passionate about, they're gonna really like you. They're gonna be really interested. I mean, from my point of view, that's definitely one of like my biggest like green flags in someone, is when they're really passionate about someone and they're able to actually educate me about it because they are so passionate. Oh, that's so attractive. That's so attractive. It's so like, hey, being educated is attractive. If you guys didn't know, hey, if people don't know, being educated is actually so attractive. It's like, wow, you actually like care about your brain and you care about your education. Wow. Crazy is that? How crazy is that, So, I want to talk about some ways to become more yourself this week, or kind of how to love yourself, or ways to implement love into your life this week. So, wear something you genuinely love on yourself. Wear a color that you like. Wear something that makes you feel good. Wear something that makes you have that little oomph in your walk or your talk and whatever that you're doing that day. Wear something that's going to make you feel good. Do your hair up. Do a specific makeup style. Wear that lipstick that you wear only on special occasions. That perfume that you only wear on special occasions, date night, whatever. Find a time this week and wear it. Just do it. Just make yourself feel good. That, and honestly, you never know. Life is so short. You never know. I try not to have oh, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this. Because what if I don't get to? What if I don't even get to wear it? So I try to make the most of life when it comes to like that extent. So wear something or do something that's gonna make you feel beautiful, handsome, done up, something like that. Judge yourself up, make yourself feel good on the outside. My great grandma always said, make the outside look the opposite of the way the inside feels. So if you're feeling shitty on the inside, girl, you better be done the fuck up on the outside. You can do the 2 out of 3 rule. Hair, makeup, bummy clothes, makeup, clothes, messy bun, doesn't matter. 2 out of 3 method. Get yourself up, do something, wash that ass, brush some teeth, get yourself done. I literally, anytime I feel bad, if I shower, most of the time I feel better afterwards. But I'm also a water sign. I tend to like cleanse myself in the shower. If you guys don't know, you can if you're a water sign. But yeah, I don't know. The shower always makes me feel better. I feel like I wash off my sadness, I wash off my emotions. So just do something to make yourself feel good, get yourself done up, do something for yourself. Um, another thing could be listening to music that you really like, a specific genre, a specific artist, a specific group, maybe even if you just um, like those the spiritual wave sounds, like the frequency sounds on Spotify. I listen to those all the time. One of my favorite things to listen to when I study is brown noise. It's so relaxing. It calms me down. It literally just like blocks your brain waves, like the voices in your head, and yeah, I love it. Or sometimes I listen to Mario Kart music, or coconut. Is it the Coconut Mall Mario music? Um, or like the Y2K water music. I don't know. Just listen to something that makes your brain go quiet, or make your brain want to move, something, whatever you're in the mood for. some music. I guarantee you music will definitely just it'll change your vibe. It'll change your energy. And if you're feeling sad and you want to be more sad, music is completely the thing for that. I know we have all been there where we've put on we've purposely put on sad music when we were depressed or sad or just in a mood, and it kept you sad, right? And you were exactly where you wanted to be. So why not do that for a different emotion, for something else? Why not do that for something else? You want to be happy, put on some twerk music, some, I don't know, some Bad Bunny, whatever you're interested in. Put on some music that'll make you feel better, that'll make you get up, that'll make you do whatever you're feeling. Put on some music. You could even spend like a couple minutes journaling, a couple minutes writing, a couple minutes praying, whatever works for you, whatever methods that you like to release your energy, your thoughts, your words in general. Like those are your thoughts. They're personal. They demonstrate not only the way that we're thinking, the way that we're feeling, the way that the world is making us feel, and it's a way for us to get it out without that fear of perception and with any other biases, with no other communication. It's kind of it's a great little form of therapy. I do it all the time. I really love journaling, but like getting into it, I know it can feel kind of dumb because you're just like, oh, like what am I writing about? I'm just like writing about my day. Yeah, write about your day. Talk to yourself about your day. Why don't you talk to yourself? Why aren't you communicating with yourself more? It'll make you realize how interesting you are if you don't already know, you know. But just spend those 10 minutes journaling, maybe 5 minutes if you can't do the 10, but just spend a couple minutes writing in whatever you have. It could even be in your phone, it could be in your notes app, like I said, or if you want to pray, you want to spend that 10 minutes praying, or 5 minutes praying, 5 minutes journaling, but just writing down the way that you feel, or the way that today made you feel, the way that something made, just write. Just get it out through your words, through your hands. Just put it in a book, close it up, and let it go, and it's done with. Especially if it's been a really rough day, if it's a rough topic, write about it, breathe it out, close it up, let it go. It's done with. It's with the book, and you can go back and read it. It's the best thing. It's like a best friend that is going to genuinely hold all of your secrets and not tell anybody unless you let somebody else read it, you know? So think of it like that. Think of it like your little close personal best friend. Another good way to help become yourself this week is try something new. Go do something that you've been scared to do. Go try experience that you've been wanting to go do. Go hang out with someone you've been wanting to hang out with. Maybe go on that date that you've been neglecting. Slide up on that person's story that you've been wanting to, hey, let's go to the movies. Let's go do something. Why not? Like, push yourself out of your comfort zone this week and see how much more interesting your life gets. That's literally what I've let me see. I've had like 5 new experiences this past week, and they've all been great. Like, they've all been amazing experiences and with a great person. So I think if you just allow yourself to get out there and trust your gut when it comes to talking to certain people and the way that they make you feel, like if they make you feel like it's genuinely worth putting in that time to go do that, then obviously do it. Don't just willy-nilly. And if that's what you want to, if you just want to willy-nilly hang out, that's even better. That's even more fun. But you know, everybody just has different standards. It's just not easy for me to go willy-nilly. So, but just go have fun. Go do what you need to. Go do what you feel like your heart wants. So if you are someone that struggles with verbalizing your opinion or setting boundaries, I would say this is the week that you're going to set at least one boundary or at least say your opinion once. Just, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be, bitch, get the fuck. Just say, hey, you know what? I'm really tired from work. No, I can't take that overtime. Hey, honestly, I would love to watch your kids, but whatever it is, just set one boundary with yourself. Or even if it's if you're restricting yourself from a lot of things and you're like, oh, I really want to, but I just can't. Why not? Allow yourself. You work all the time. Go hang out. Go to that movie. Take Friday off early and go hang out with your kids. Go hang out with your family. Go do something by yourself. But this week I want you to try to set a boundary or go try something new. Just go do something, go try, do something new. Set that boundary, whatever you need to do. But just do what you need to do. You know what I'm talking about. Just set that boundary, put your foot down, voice your opinion. This is the week. It's Pride, like I said, it's Pride Month. Bitch, you cannot be apologizing for anything. Don't accept nobody's shit. We are too far. We are far too into this century to just be tolerating anything. And honestly, life is too short. Life is too short to be too, like, to be too quiet and to just allow people to walk all over you. Like, it's like I said, it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not want. It's okay to not want to do things. It's okay to not want to people please. Because the more you people please, the more people are gonna walk all over you, and you're gonna feel more like shit. And that's the last thing that we want. Okay, that's the last thing we want. So for the closing point, for the big sister advice on becoming yourself or loving yourself, I kind of just wanted to ask a couple of questions, or give you guys a couple of questions to ask yourself whenever you are feeling like, I don't really know if I really care, if I truly know myself, I don't know how to go on with it. Well, I'm going to give you a couple questions that you should ask yourself, okay? So number one is, what parts of me feel the most authentic? And I want you to see with that, what parts of you feel the most authentic, whether it comes to the way you dress, the way you feel, the way you think, the way you represent yourself. How are you authentic? In what ways do you feel authentic? What ways do you present yourself in complete authenticity? The next question I have is, what parts of you feel performative? What parts of you feel like you are masking your real self to put on a show for others, or to put on a performance for others in order for them to like you? And I want you to ask yourself, why are you doing that? Why do we feel the need to make others like us? Did you me getting psychological, did you have problems as a kid? Do you feel like people don't like you? Do you feel like you need to earn people's trust in order for them to pay attention to you? Why is that? I want you to truly I'm asking you these questions because I want you to truly get to know yourself, and I want you to truly think about it. Like, why are we doing these things? Why do we do these things to ourselves? And why do we tend to demonstrate these actions? Like, right? Like, it's just, I find it fascinating. The next question I have is, what am I pretending to be like? Do you find yourself copying other people and not being completely yourself because you feel like people are gonna judge you? Or do you feel like you don't know how to be yourself, so you just copy other people and you would just pick at little things that they do, and then you implement it in yourself, and you're kind of like this like quilt of other people instead of you know? That's my third question. My fourth question is, what have I outgrown? Or what have you outgrown? What have you outgrown in these past 4 months? What have you outgrown in these past 2 months? What have you outgrown in this past week? I could tell you probably about 10 different things. Within these past 4 months, I have probably outgrown like 2 different music genres, a clothing style, probably like 3 different personal relationships. You know, I tend to, I don't know, I tend to get over things, or to kind of detach myself from things, and once it's done, it's done. I've outgrown it. It no longer serves me. So that's my question. What have you outgrown lately? And then my last question is, what do I become when I feel completely safe? Or who do I become? So I think that's a really important question to ask, is because finding a solidarity and home in yourself is probably going to be one of the most beneficial and authentic things that you can not only do for your soul, for your spirit, but just for your peace. Having that sense of security within yourself of, I am safe with myself, I know myself, I love myself, I can trust myself. That's not a lot of things, or that's not something a lot of people can say, and it's not something a lot of people are willing or wanting to work towards. So many people are okay being in this rut or this mindset that they're in, and being okay with being so baseline. Like, why don't you want to elevate yourself more? Why don't you want to you don't want to expand your horizon, you don't want to educate yourself more, you don't want to see what's out there? You're okay with being so basic. Why is that? Why are you okay with being basic? Are you afraid of actually putting in the work? Do you not want to do the work? That's my question. If you are, and then if you are that person, why don't you want to do that work? Are you just not willing? Is it just not something that you're wanting to do right now? You know? But I'm not asking these questions at heart. I'm just asking them in general. Like I said, this is a very psychological podcast, so I do want to pick your brain a little bit and make you think about these things. Um, But with that being said, I am going to go ahead and close off the episode. Thank you so much for watching, Hermana. I appreciate you so much for being here. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of links in the description just so that way if you guys are interested or needing a little bit of extra help, please do not be afraid or feel bothered. Don't just if you need help, please go click those links. I know that we're always here for you. They're always here for you, and I'm always here for you. And with that, have a happy Pride Month, and we'll see you next time, hermana. Bye!